Okay, so most people battle with their skin because they don't understand their skin type. They don't know what their skin type is, and the ones who do know what their skin type is don't understand the theory behind their skin type, so they don't know how to treat it. Skin types are actually genetic, so you're born with your skin type and you inherit it from your parents. There are some factors such as menopause and hysterectomies, things that can change your hormones, or even medical procedures that can change your skin type. However, the skin type that you are born with comes from your parents. Now, oils are always thought to be bad, but they actually have some advantages. Um, Sebum, or oil that's produced by our sebaceous glands, actually serves as a natural protection for our skin. So it protects us from UV rays such as the sun and other environmental damaging factors, whatever they may be. As a result of those oils and that protection, oily skin ages more slowly than other skin types. Now, earlier I mentioned the term sebaceous gland, and this term is often used interchangeably with something more commonly known as the oil gland. That refers to the part of the pore that's responsible for producing sebum, or oil. I also mentioned that sebum is the skin's natural way of protecting itself. So what does that mean for oily skin? That means that when you do something to traumatize your skin, and I say traumatize just to sort of emphasize the idea that although you may not physically feel damage happening, or mentally feel like anything is happening, it is, because some oil is necessary. When you do things like apply astringent and then sit in front of a fan, you come back 30 minutes later and you notice that the oil on your face is actually more than what you may have had before you cleansed, used your astringent, and sat in front of the fan. That's because you over dried your skin, and in order to make up for the lack of oil, your glands produced an excess amount of oil because your glands aren't sure what's going on. So the question now is, how do you combat that, the overproduction of oil? Okay, so let's start with your home care regimen. Okay, so first of all, your cleanser for oily skin. Not even your cleanser, everything should be water-based. Using an oil-based product on oily skin doesn't make much sense. So, a water-based cleanser, something that foams, is really good and works well with oily skin. Cleanser should be used AM and PM. If you need to use your cleanser in the middle of the day, you can. If your cleanser has an acid in it, salicylic acid, glycolic acid, lactic acid, using it 3 times a day may not be the best idea. Sometimes it can cause sensitivity. So, your best bet would be to get, if you're treating acne or oil, salicylic acid is good for oils as well. Get a cleanser that has that, and if you want to wash once in the middle of the day or whenever, just get a basic cleanser, maybe a calming cleanser, something for sensitive skin, just to cleanse the oils from your face. Something that foams is always good, like I mentioned, AM and PM. A lot of times when you're trying to choose your astringent or toner, you'll see toning lotions, toning fresheners, toners, and astringents. For oily skin, astringents are fine. Toners are great too if you don't want as much alcohol. Personally, I don't like to put astringents on my face because I do feel like it over dries me. Even though I moisturize immediately after, I still feel over dried. So personally, I use a toner. Astringents, if you have oilier skin, are great for stripping the oil. And you'll use your astringent right after you cleanse. Your astringent will also help you remove any excess cleanser that you may not have gotten off with your towel or sponges or whatever you use to clean your face. After your cleanser, you're going to use your moisturizer. With most moisturizers, you only need a little bit. You don't want to pack your face with moisturizer. I think a lot of times when people come back and say, well, you know, I used that, but it made me oily. It made me oilier. Then you're probably using too much of it, because we're used to using body lotion where you have to squirt a large amount in your hand and rub it all over your body. No. With a good moisturizer, you'll need a very small amount. You'll spread it over your entire face and obviously massage it in. And what that helps to do is to level your oil production, the rate of oil production, because if you don't put anything in there that moisturizes, then to protect itself, your skin will produce more oils. If you put that moisturizer on, you are leveling out the amount of oil production, so your skin does not have to produce as much oil. Does that make sense? Of course it does. You'll use your moisturizer, AM and PM as well, immediately or after your toner. If you choose, and actually, I mean, you're going to moisturize after each time you cleanse. So if you cleanse 3 times a day, then you're going to moisturize 3 times a day. If you cleanse twice a day, you moisturize twice a day. After your moisturizer, you need to apply an SPF, 15 to 30. If you choose to use a mask or serum or anything like that, then you have to figure out how to use that by going to my website, IamSavingFaces.com. Thank you.